Welcome to the Center for Teaching and Learning's Introduction to the Community of Inquiry. In this short video series, we will go over the main concepts within the community of inquiry: social, teacher, and cognitive presence. The community of inquiry is based on finding a balance between three major components of an online course: teacher presence, that would be you; social presence, that would be you and your students; and cognitive presence, developing course materials that students are aware of what they're supposed to achieve. The community of inquiry's most recent version has only been around for about 17 years. The theory involved with it has gone back as far as 1910 with John Dewey. John Dewey and C.S. Peirce both worked with the idea of combining philosophy with science to create a methodology to thinking. Matthew Lipman and N. Sharp pulled from the community of inquiry practices from Peirce the idea that education should empower students. They believed in a philosophical inquiry involving considerations of different perspectives, discussion, inquiry, and reason. Gordon Wells furthered the idea of community by asserting knowledge is produced by engaging in a dialogue where students and instructors constructed knowledge through common understandings of topics. The latest study, conducted by Garrison, Anderson, and Archer, is the main community of inquiry lens we'll be looking at throughout this course. Their initial study was created through the Canadian Social Science and Humanities research-funded project entitled A Study of the Characteristics and Qualities of Text-Based Computer Conferencing for Educational Purposes. Their study has become very popular among online learning theorists and instructors. Since then, it has also led to much more literature about creating collaborative and effective online learning environments. Teacher presence is defined as the design, facilitation, and direction of cognitive and social processes for the purpose of realizing personally meaningful and educational worthwhile learning outcomes. It's about being physically present in your course in order to build strong student-instructor relationships. Being present means more than just grading and answering emails. Think about how you interact with students in your face-to-face classroom, and how can you replicate or translate that interaction virtually and asynchronously? How can you share your same personality in the face-to-face classroom as you do with your online students? Social presence is the ability of learners to project their personality characteristics into the community of inquiry, thereby presenting themselves as real people. In a face-to-face class, students get the opportunity to work with each other, share ideas and experiences, as well as build a support system. Social presence represents a translation of that interaction within an online learning community or classroom by developing collaborative activities using the tools in eLearning, publisher content, or other online platforms. Cognitive presence is the extent to which the participants in any particular configuration of a community of inquiry are able to construct meaning through sustained communication. It's about effectively communicating why we are doing this activity and how it relates to the big picture. Why are the students doing this project? What are the short-term goals of this particular assignment? What are the long-term goals of this particular assignment? What does this lesson have to do with my career? Is this actually important in my daily life? Cognitive presence is about communicating the course values, learning objectives, and outcomes to students in an effective manner so they understand the purpose of their work here. The balance between teachers' social and cognitive presence by using the community of inquiry provides students with a collaborative and supportive environment that creates an exchange of ideas about course content and experiences. It's an opportunity to build relationships in an asynchronous environment between peers and instructors. An online environment should emulate both the classroom and the modern workplace because it gives multiple perspectives from peers and instructors. Some of the tools you can use to create a community of inquiry include discussion boards, blogs, wikis, the virtual classroom, journals, announcements, or module overview documents. Each of these tools can be used to communicate and exchange ideas about course content, provide feedback about course work or goals, and also instruct students so they understand the purpose and direction they should take when viewing course materials. Thank you for viewing this presentation. Please proceed to the learning materials in this module. Afterwards, complete the professional development task. Here are the sources used in this presentation for your reference.